Hello, good evening. Let's see to make sure. Okay, we're live. Hey, y'all. I am, mm, yeah, let me just drop in for a moment. Mm, it's Ash. This is day 5 of my December daily drops, where each day this month of December I'm going live. Originally, it was YouTube because it's the platform other than TikTok that I've been avoidant of for many, many years now. So it started off as just going live on YouTube, and now it's evolved since I found some new tech to go live in all the places. And tonight is particularly special to me. It's special to me because I don't usually talk about entrepreneurship. I have not spoken about entrepreneurship in quite some time. Some of you who've been around on my platform, on my email list, in my world, know that I used to do quite a bit of brand strategy, business strategy, and consulting for other spiritual entrepreneurs, creative entrepreneurs, healing, helping professionals, those who are out to make an impact and make a change in the world. And so a lot of my business in the past was based on supporting, guiding, creating effective strategies, helping you get out of your own way and in your alignment to your vision, your calling, your impact, your expression in that business. Um, and then I want to say like 2021, 2022, I haven't been as vocal or as present in that expression of my business, right? And so I haven't spoken about entrepreneurship. I haven't peeled the curtains back to share my own journey. Part of the reason is I find that everyone's talking about business. Everyone on the internet is selling business or online business to people who want to figure out how to have an online business. And that just doesn't really inspire me. I don't want to be like, here are the 5 things you need to know about running your online business. Like, it's just not my jam. However, and this is pretty much how all my intros go. However, tonight, I do feel compelled because I want to tell you a little story to bring this to life. I had an incredible day today, like an incredible day today, a day that I did not pre plan, a day that I did not envision, I did not orchestrate it. There were there was a thing on my calendar that I knew was going to happen, a particular meeting, and then there was another meeting that I completely forgot. And I started off my day not in my normal rituals or routines or practices. So the fact that today was so magical and had so much velocity and expansion in it, I was constantly like feeling where I was at energetically, feeling where I was at in my body, um, holding myself while being very present and like big energy, big feels, big emotional, moments, good emotions, but still big. And I realized that I played myself. I straight up played myself because I wasn't expecting today to be what today was. And this is the first time in this December daily drops that I have scheduled the live in the evening. So, for those of you who do not know, I am very much a super early morning person, 4 or 5 a.m. person. And I'm normally winding down and getting ready for bed like 7:30 to 8:30 and in the bed by 9:15. Like I am an early bird. And so I was like, oh, I just want to change it up and have an evening broadcast, not knowing what this day was going to hold. And so as I had dinner tonight, and as I realized I played myself, that I was running low on energy, that I was like, ugh, I really don't want to go live. I really don't want to do this. And in the moments that I was like, I actually don't have to do this. I haven't promised this, live experiment to anyone but myself. I haven't, charged or marketed this in any particular reason. I don't have any clients or anyone who particularly needs these broadcasts. I'm only doing this for myself as a little bit of a fear alchemy experiment, right? And all these little thoughts were running through my head on how I can skip today, or how it doesn't really matter, no one's really looking for it, or all these things. And I just looked at myself and I said, you already know that's a lie. You already know that's a lie, right? You already know that when you tell yourself you're going to do something, you always do it. You already know that your will, you desire to show up for this. You're just a little tired. You didn't prepare. You didn't think of a topic, right? It's all these little niggly things. And I'm like, girl, it's really not all of that. If there's anything I can do tonight, it is, and which is very easy for me, is to keep my word to myself. And so, for those of you who are entrepreneurs and those of you who aspire to be entrepreneurs, let this be an example. It can be that simple. With dried up mascara on your eyes, earrings already off, a little bit of bags, a little bit of like, what do I have to say? And all it takes is for you to lean in into your will, into your promise, into your word for yourself and for the entity that is your business and for the expression that is your life. And that is the creations that you're here to make. That is the visions that you want to live. That is the person that you want to be known for. That's it. No extra graphics, no extra topics, no hard work. No, I'll start over tomorrow. Just right here, it's more than enough. And I'll say, earlier in the day, I had a totally different idea planned on what I was going to talk about because there was an Instagram post that I wrote so passionately yesterday that got a lot of traction and a lot of saves and a lot of DM replies. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to follow up with that. I want to talk more about that post. At the end of the day, the only thing that's most important to me is keeping my word to myself. To show up another day of this experiment and see what happens in my body, in my mind, in my spirit, in my energy field, just simply by being Ash on the internet. So with less than 15 minutes, y'all, I hope that this may have met you in some way that you did need. And if not, it sure as fuck did it for me. And I don't know if we can curse on YouTube and Facebook, so that's that. But here we are. There's a lot of lessons I've learned about business, particularly in this last year, in 2023, especially because I did about 3.5 years of nonstop work, of like intense work, of I eat, sleep, and breathe. I'm so passionate. I'm so committed. I'm so in love with what I do and how I do and who I serve and what happens in that work. That to slow down and do the most simple thing for myself as a form of evolving my occupation is such a treat, like such a treat. Especially those of us who feel that our work is very much our art. It's very much an expression of who we are. It's very much so not just a business and a way of living or like a means to make a living. It is quite literally your calling. I am definitely one of those people. What I do for a living is an expression of who I am. There is no separation, right? And so that requires a high level of integrity and congruency, even when it doesn't look the way that I want it to look, or it doesn't look the way that I thought it would look, and it doesn't feel how I thought it was going to feel, which actually feels really good tonight. But that is, I believe, a requirement for becoming the person you're supposed to be, or becoming the woman you're supposed to be in my case, for being the entrepreneur, the business owner, for being the leader that you're meant to be, but also for being a purpose-driven, like full of integrity, like who you are is the reason why you do what you do. who you are. Yeah, who you are is what allows you to do what you do. I heard someone the other day have a quote that was like, us entrepreneurs, that's what we do. We show up and we do it however long it takes, however we need to do it. And I think that's true. But there's a difference of what I'm doing tonight, of like showing up for myself, keeping my word, sharing a little bit of an insight that I'm living in real time. That's different than the pressure or the hustle or the you can't rest or you have to stay up, you know, another night or push through or have any type of like high pressure extra effort, you know, doing inner. It's not that. This was I want this, I am this, and that's all that's needed. I'm sure I can expound upon this, but this feels good enough for now. So take what you can, use it in whatever way works for you. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 6 of December daily drops. And let's see what me and Spirit have up our sleeve in store for you then. I'm sending you lots of love wherever you are and whatever you do the rest of your day, the rest of your night. Do it with courage and do it with some compassion and see if there's a fear that you can overcome or lean into and alchemize. And see if there is an opportunity for you to show up and keep your word to yourself in a way that may, just maybe, inspire someone else. Good night.